Behind me is the all-new 2027 NISMO Z manual, and we've got a lot to talk about. Let's check it out. I must tell you, I never thought this day would come. When the NISMO Z was released in 2024 as an automatic only, everybody collectively gasped. You would have thought that as the highest performance model for Nissan, the NISMO, the Z was a no-brainer with a manual transmission, and that wasn't the case. It was only available as a 9-speed automatic for the 24, 25, and 2026 model year. But now, for 2027, Nissan has answered the enthusiast call and has offered the NISMO Z finally, with the Lord's transmission, a 6-speed manual. Now for 2027, outside, it is visually the same, and they also have dropped the brilliant silver. And I do want to clarify this. You cannot get the NISMO Z in Shinkai green. That is a misconception on the internet, and it is not available in that new green. It is only available in 4 colors: black, red, white, and stealth gray. No green. The only indicator on the outside of the 2027 Z is the new Z badge, and that is standard on the Sport, the Performance, and the NISMO. The other thing that you'll notice is the brakes. This is a new bright red caliper, and it features 2-piece rotors from the GT-R. Now, this has some serious stopping power, and one thing I've noticed on about 150 miles is the brake dust is a lot less than the brake dust on the 24 through 26s. If you know, you know. As you can see, the black diamond paint is gorgeous, and around the back you have that 3-piece spoiler that is signature of the NISMO Z, and you do have that large rear diffuser, and of course we have got red lines all around the car, because what is a NISMO without red lines? But here's the thing. The styling isn't the problem with the NISMO Z. It used to be the transmission, but that's been fixed. There is a manual. So what is the problem with the 2027 manual Z? I'll tell you. One thing that isn't the problem is the 420 horsepower VR30. Now, as I stated earlier, do I wish this had NISMO parts from the factory? I do, but I will tell you, this is a great, great start. Another thing that isn't a problem is the styling. The NISMO Z is a handsome looking sports car, especially in the NISMO trim with that G-nose inspired front end. It's not an over-styled car. The Z just nails it with a touch of nostalgia. It's just good. The problem with the 2027 NISMO Z is the price. This car's $70,000, and I understand inflation, and I understand all of that. But what I don't understand is, once you get to 70 grand, you start talking about some really cool used cars and some really competitive new cars. And I think that's always been a miss for the NISMO Z, is it is not that attainable sports car for the customer that wants to buy a $55,000 sports car. 15 grand is a lot of money when you're in those two price points. And if this car was like 60 grand, they'd be everywhere. Everybody would buy them. I'd have 5 of them. I probably wouldn't have 5 of them, but I'd be tempted. But it's the price point. Now, on the used market, it's interesting because the 24 through 26s have depreciated massively because of the automatic transmission and the price point. Now, will the manuals hold more value? I don't know, but I will tell you as a dealer, they are extremely limited and they're not easy to get. So we got the transmission we wanted, kind of at the wrong price point, and they're hard to get cars. We're so close to making this perfect. Time to take the NISMO Z manual for a drive. Now that we've climbed into the 2027 manual NISMO Z, let's give it a start by pushing the clutch. It's great to see that. Now, another thing you see is that startup animation is the traditional NISMO animation. On the Sport and the Performance models for 27, it has this wonderful animation of Zs of the past driving across the screen. The NISMO doesn't get that, and I really wish that it did. I'm still super excited to be behind the wheel of a NISMO with a 6-speed manual. Now, we talked about it, we thought about it, we were hoping it was coming, and now it's here, and I'm really excited to get into it. Now, I have owned a NISMO Z. I had a 2024, and in collaboration with NISMO Parts USA, Nissan, Z1, AMS, a bunch of companies, we built that to craziness. It had just about 700 wheel horsepower. It was tuned by Sonic Tuned, who he is the VR30 master, if you will, and it was fantastic. It did have the 9-speed automatic transmission though, and I didn't mind it. I really didn't. I loved the power delivery. I thought that the transmission shifts were crisp. I was happy with the performance, but now that we've got a manual, I'm excited to see what it looks like now. Now, I've been driving this generation of Nissan Z since 2022. Back before these even were released, I had pre-production cars that I had driven, and so behind the wheel of a Z, I have a lot of time, and especially with the manual transmission, I have always loved the manual transmission in the Z. It's a great feeling shifter. The clutch isn't too hard, it isn't too soft, it's a great engagement. I've really enjoyed that, but I've also enjoyed driving the automatics. Something about driving the automatic gives it this grand touring vibe, which is just your comfortable sports car. And you know, when I got the NISMO, at first I was like, well, I guess it should be a manual because it's a NISMO, but then once we started talking about power delivery and quarter-mile times, yes, I guess factually the automatic is quicker. Now, I will say, just cruising around, it doesn't feel any different than your performance or your sport. It just feels like a manual transmission car. Up here, I am going to get on the highway. I'm going to accelerate in an exciting kind of manner and see how it performs. All right, checking traffic for safety, and let's see what she's got. So as you saw, a little bit of traction control kicked in there. Okay, let's talk about that. Wow, that is a lot faster than the automatic feels, I must tell you. That gearing feels incredibly long. It is just building power, building power, building power. I wish you guys could see the smile on my face. That feels like a NISMO Z. Now, if you haven't been in a NISMO Z before, let me explain to you what makes it NISMO and special on the inside. Yes, you do have that gauge cluster with that NISMO dead center right there. Side note, you can change the meter view of your Z in case you did not know that. There are 3 different layouts on how you can look at your gauge cluster. That is the enhanced. We also have the sport, which is going to give you that tack right up front and some gauges around that as well. And then you have your normal view, which is going to be your more traditional 2 dials and where you're going and such. Obviously, the default setting for any Z owner is going to be that sport. So what other touches of the NISMO make it a NISMO inside? Well, you have a suede and leather steering wheel with a red dead center stripe. You're going to have the Recaro seats that are a manual adjustment, and they are extremely comfortable. I must tell you, they are extremely comfortable. I've actually driven in these seats from Texas and back. Shout out Texas Z-Fest, and they were comfy. You are going to have some red stitching in those seats as well, and then everything else is more of a black leather, black suede mix. Now, one thing I wish is that the interior of the NISMO felt, I guess, more special. I mean, yes, it's nice having a manual shifter now, and you do have that red start button, you have a red drive mode button to give it a little bit of pizzazz, if you will, but I think it should be maybe numbered. I think there should be some stitching on the door, as you can see. I think that there should be just a couple touches, maybe some suede here, some carbon fiber. There are tons of carbon fiber accessories for the car aftermarket, and I think that Nissan and Nismo could capitalize off having their own accessories or just having them built into the car. And that's where we come to the next point. The Nismo Z is a 420 horsepower Z fresh out of the box. And it is got great power delivery, and what it doesn't have is really any Nismo parts. It has no Nismo exhaust, no Nismo intakes. It's Nismo tuned things, but here's what we all want, is we want the Nismo car. We want the fully built from the dealership exhaust, intakes, we want it all. But this doesn't come with any Nismo parts. Now, thankfully, Nismo Parts USA and Nismo Japan have a plethora of parts available. But at $70,000, you would want your performance car to come with Nismo parts, right? Now, on that same note, I love aftermarket companies and I love aftermarket parts. So maybe if the Nismo came already built by Nismo from the dealer, there would be less aftermarket, I guess, spend. However, I'm a consumer. I love to spend money on my vehicles and I love aftermarket parts, but I also love Nismo parts too. I guess what I'm trying to say is I would buy a Performance Z and build it with a ton of aftermarket parts, but if I buy a Nismo Z, I expect it to have Nismo parts. I think you'll all agree. Now, one thing I do want to point out is this power delivery is different. I feel like the Z Sport, the Z Performance, they feel the same. The Nismo's always felt just a little bit more, I guess, peppy is the word. I mean, it's only 20 horsepower, but maybe it's just you're made to think that it's faster because you're in a Nismo, but it does and has felt faster. This car is a different story. This Nismo with the 6-speed manual has this punch to it. It's almost like getting slapped in the face by extreme spice. Like, you know it's gonna be spicy, but it's like, oh, now my mouth's on fire. This is the vibe I'm getting from this car. It has got a punch. And I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to feel the same, and that, audience, it does not. So third gear, a little pull. We might block out that speed, but this is a factory performance car. Listen, I love Nissan my whole life. Everybody knows this. It's Nick loves Nissan, Nismo Nick. We get it. I've driven a lot of cars. The Honda Civic Type R made me smile. I liked that car. I feel the same way in this car, finally. I feel happy to be driving this car because it feels like the Nissan Z that it should. Now, while we're sitting here at the red light, I will cover a couple upgrades from the 2027 Z model year. You do have that new wireless phone charger that cools your phone, it's fast charging, and it's MagSafe, so your phone's not going to slide all around the car while you're pulling G's autocrossing. It's located right in front of the start-stop button. Now, one thing I've heard from people that have reviewed this car is that the ride is, I guess, brutal or not comfortable for daily driving. Oh, it's comfortable for daily driving, but that could just be me. It is a little bit more stiff than your Performance Z and your Sport Z, but it's a sports car. I just went over a little bump, and yes, I feel it. I do feel the bump. It is not the most forgiving car. However, it's a sports car. If you're buying a Nismo Z to daily drive it, well, A, good for you, but B, you should be expecting the ride that you're going to get from it, and it's not all that everybody is saying about it. I want to talk about the noise this car makes factory. This car is so quiet. It's just quiet. It's a very quiet car. The other problem is it has that artificial pumped-in exhaust note through the speakers, and let's just tell you, any automaker, if you happen to catch this video, nobody likes piped-in artificial exhaust notes. Just give us a great sounding exhaust. I will tell you, the Nismo track exhaust opens this car up and it sounds phenomenal. Another little side note is it is a beautiful day here in Arizona to film this car. Granted, it's 900,000 degrees, but I am headed to Tom's Thumb Trailhead, and it's one of my favorite spots to film because, as you can see, it's just absolutely beautiful. Here's a fun fact for you. For the 2027 model year, everybody seems to think that the fuel tank was redesigned. There's actually components inside the fuel tank that help with fuel delivery and fuel starvation. That is always a welcome upgrade over any sports car with a fuel starvation problem, especially if you're using your car for sports car things, as many Z owners do. The 2027 NISMO Z manual is an enthusiast and Nissan lover's dream come true, just at the wrong price point, and that's why we'll buy them used. I am thrilled that we have this car here now. I am thrilled that Nissan built the car for the enthusiast, and if you are a Z lover, this is the ultimate expression of modern Z love. If you are looking for a 2027 Nissan Z in any trim, make sure you reach out to me because I can help you get your dream Z. Now make sure you stay tuned because you never know what I'm going to drive, review, or build next.